I mean, I said time, but I can understand why people would pick money just because of how society and culture is, right? It's like we've put the emphasis on you need money to live, right? And then from that standpoint, you're always working, using up your time to make that money, right? You're trading time for money, right? And then spending that money to live, right?
Right.
Where if we really look at it, right? If we're really looking at it from a human standpoint, is you don't need money to live.
Oh.
But you need time to live. If you don't have time, you're not living at all, right? So time has got to be the most important thing from that aspect. But what we're in this society, we don't respect it like that. We respect the money more than we respect the time, and that's all it really boils down to.
I feel like people, like I said, it's a time management thing, right? Because like I look at it stuff as where I'm not in my 40s now, and I have this kind of energy or this drive to do what I can do now.
Right.
We fast forward time to bring it to my 50s.
Right.
Do I still have the time? Do I still have the energy like I did at 36? The answer might be damn no, hell no.
Might be no.
Might not be no. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
especially when we're doing so much things right now that rob us.
My God.
It's so fun. Because think about it. If you didn't have to work as hard as you did from the time is now, and all you had to do is just whatever physical activity that you did in your 30s, you could just maintain that up into your 50s. Man, you'd be fit as a fiddle.
What?
You wouldn't be tired or anything like that. But
so explain everybody putting on them damn pounds after the high school graduation. Yo, I see some chicks that came in my DM like, hey, we went to school together. Yeah. I was like, don't recall. I'm like, when? And then they'll put an old photo. I'm like, that was you? I know you put on weight, but yo, boo, like you've changed.
Well, time didn't do very much for
Time didn't work well. She needed more money.
Didn't do very much for her. Maybe she had like a stationary job where she didn't move about too much. She just stayed still all that time.
And you know what, the funny thing, I get real life kicks in. But I think the thing and stuff is that the same way we're not or I would say a good portion of people are well on their time management skills.
Right.
But we're not well of our bodies. Because it's so funny and stuff where like...
Well, I mean, again, sleep is the most important thing about it, right? And how many...
Yes, sir.
Like two people just on the podcast just said, we don't sleep properly.
We don't sleep well.
Right?
Yeah.
How many people out there do you really think have proper sleep, that get proper sleep?
Man,
and that's the starting of the health.
Man, one woman told me on her day off and stuff for that, she taking about like 16 hours of sleep. I was like...
16 hours?
I was like, that sounds like a fucking... porno fantasy to me. I'm like,
Nilly.
I couldn't even fathom that. You know, I remember one time I was like,
it's like you would have to wake up to take breaks of sleeping and then go back to sleep. like
facts.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yo, I can remember like one day, I think I was probably like gone off my rockers. I think it was my birthday.
Right.
My birthday earlier this year and stuff like that. I was at a relative's house. We were there. We were drinking, we were smoking, we were talking and everything like that. I'm like, I'm good. They like, shut up, eat this gummy. Yeah, and then then they kept pouring the shots and everything like that. And I was like, and then things started hitting my system. And I was like, God bless, I don't have shit to do with stuff tomorrow like that immediately.
Right.
I made it home, let's say 1:30 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I went to go piss before. I have blackout curtains.
Okay.
So I said, I know I touched the bed. I took off my clothes. I touched the bed and I was like, I gotta pee. So I'm like, damn, I could have sworn I just peed before I went to bed.
Right.
And then like I turned, I looked like towards the curtains and I see like the daylight struggling. The daylight struggling to
the top of the top.
You know it.
Yeah.
It's coming from the top. And I'm looking like, so like I reached for my phone. I looked, my phone said like 10:34 a.m. I'm like, damn! It's a beautiful morning. I feel like I'm on a commercial now.